What's up, guys? So I'm ending the day making just about $1,300 profit, and I just spent the whole day scalping stocks. I scalped DraftKings, Roblox, Tesla, the Triple Qs, even JP Morgan when the Federal Reserve made their announcements, and I'll tell you exactly how I traded these stocks. But before I go into detail of those stocks, the decision from the Federal Reserve was pretty much to do nothing. And I don't necessarily agree with it because there is clearly inflation in this country. I see it in my grocery store. I see it with when I buy gas and just other items. And I look at the home market. So there's inflation in this country, and the Federal Reserve is still choosing to do nothing yet. I don't agree with it, like I said, but let us know what you think. Maybe we can have a discussion about that. It's a pretty interesting discussion, pretty provocative. But the Federal Reserve, like I said, is pretty much doing nothing. They're not raising interest rates, and they're still keeping their quantitative easing and bond purchasing programs at full force. So let's jump right in, and please give us a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on that notifications button so that you can be up to date with all of the content that we publish. And I'm excited to show you exactly how I traded these stocks today. All right, so in total today, I made about 15 different scalp trades. Not all of them were green. I took a lot of Tesla scalps, to be honest, and a couple of them were red, but overall, pretty solid day, still making just about $1,300 profit. So the first stock I want to share with you guys is DraftKings. DraftKings was on my A-list in pre-market because of the action that it had yesterday. We got that short seller report. We did trade it on that pop when the market opened, so that was a nice trade. I wanted to see today if we had some sort of continuation. So DraftKings at the open sold off. I just sat back and waited for another potential setup or opportunity on DraftKings, whether it was to short it maybe or to go long. But instantaneously, the next candlestick was a nice engulfing green candlestick, and it pretty much took out the prior red candlestick. I like that. That's a reversal. So I went long right here with $50 calls and scalped it, ended up taking profits around this zone, and that was a nice clean trade for me right there. So on that trade right here, I probably lasted, I lasted like not even 2 minutes in that trade and scalped it with just 10 contracts, $50 calls. So that was it. What did I look for? I wanted the reversal play, and the signal for me to go long was this candlestick right here when it took out the prior candlestick. That to me is a strong reversal. You buy that, you put stops at low a day. So that's a bread and butter play that I look for every day in the stock market. Pretty simple, straight to the point, but that's how I was able to milk that DraftKings trade in literally less than 2 minutes. Roblox was a pretty nice trade because they shared, they gave an update on metrics, and on a year-over-year basis, the metrics was actually down 1% on a daily active user perspective. So the stock closed yesterday at $89.80 and gapped all the way down to about $80 in pre-market. I mean, this is over a 10% drop in pre-market. So I told our traders in the live trading room, I want to see Roblox reclaim this zone around here, like 82 to 83. In pre-market, while I was giving that analysis, the stock was getting bought up a little bit. So I told everyone, all right, let me adjust it. Now I want to see it reclaim like 83.50 to break out of that consolidation it had in pre-market. What happened? Market opened and it flushed. And it bounced off right here around 80 mark. So I told everyone, look, let's just let Roblox play out a little bit longer and let's wait for that setup. Once I saw Roblox come back up here and reclaim all the moving averages, especially the 8 MA and the 50, it got my interest. So I actually went long on this candlestick. Let me delete here. This one. I went long on this candlestick right here. I got filled at exactly $83, and the stock ripped up to about 86. My price target was 85 because I was looking at the 200-day moving average right here, which is this blue line. However, I ended up taking profits slightly above it. I ended up taking profits on this zone. So 84.30. Actually, let me tell you exactly when did I take profit? Opening it up here, 84.20. So pretty much exactly where I marked it up. 84.20 is right when I took profits, and it still popped, you know, another pretty much 2 points from my profit taking zone. So I was a little upset that I took profits, you know, before, you know, the continuation. But I mean, at that point, you know, especially with yesterday and today, I'm really in scalp mode. I'm not trying to make a home run trade with these trades. These are very quick scalps. I got a nice piece of it, and you know, you got to be happy with the profits that you make. So right there, DraftKings and Roblox started off my day pretty nice. Tesla, today I've just been scalping it all day. I went short on Tesla on that bear flag. Then we went long on Tesla when it reclaimed the 200 MA right here on the 5-minute time frame, especially when that 8 MA crossed the 200. That was pretty bullish. Then Tesla sold off when the Federal Reserve announced, you know, that they're pretty much doing nothing. So right here you can see at 2 o'clock, Tesla along with the rest of the market sold off. So I actually scalped Tesla right here short when it was going to break that 598, 597 and covered below 596. So we've just been scalping it literally all day. And as a matter of fact, I can't leave this one out. I actually did scalp it up in this zone here too. So very quick scalps, right? But all these scalps, they add up, you know? So to me, I love Tesla because Tesla is just a stock that moves, you know? And that's what a momentum trader like myself, who can last 1 minute to 2 minutes in a trade, maybe 5, 10, depending if the move, you know, has some good follow through and is pretty extensive. I like that quick scalp. You know, a couple $100 here every single time, they all add up, and that's what I look for. You know, my minimum daily goal is $1,000. My personal goal is $2,000. Anything above $2,000 is just gravy, right? Today I almost, you know, hit that middle mark of $1,500, but it wasn't there quite exactly. But nonetheless, you know, Tesla provided a lot of scalping opportunities, which I really enjoy. So the Federal Reserve announced that they're pretty much doing nothing. You know, everything is going to remain status quo, and the market just dumped. My personal rule of thumb is I don't take a trade in that first 5-minute candlestick because that's the knee-jerk reaction. Now I want to see what the follow-through is with now everyone processing, you know, what's happening with the Federal Reserve and their announcements. So it did sell off here, broke that low. I didn't take that trade there because I'll actually tell you what I did in the contrary, right? I actually went long JP Morgan when all this happened. But I did scalp QQQ short right here. I went short with 500 shares and took a quick scalp once it broke 338. Took that money. It did break a little bit below it, but then it just had a sweet recovery. To be honest, I didn't really anticipate that recovery. I did not play it long because by this point, you know, I'm pretty much already done with my day. So that's how I played the triple Qs. Now, I mentioned a couple minutes ago, I went long JP Morgan when the Federal Reserve announced this, and here's why. TNX is the ticker that tracks the 10-year yield, the interest rates on the 10-year yield. You can see that when the Federal Reserve announced, the 10-year yield popped. What does it mean when the 10-year yield pops? This is really good for the banks, especially the banks that are rate sensitive, like Bank of America and JP Morgan. Look at Bank of America when the interest rates popped. The stock popped from 40.80 all the way up to 42. I really like to play JP Morgan, so I did scalp it right here on that bull flag when it broke out. I bought 500 shares right at 157. It broke out of 157.20. I placed my stops at 157.20 to protect profit. It went to a high of 157.60, which, you know, the profits were looking pretty decent, but then the next candlestick, it created a double top and flopped, stopped me out for a small gain. So at the end of the day, it was a small scalp, small gain with 500 shares, but nonetheless, it adds to, you know, the pocketbook at the end of the day. So that's exactly how I spent my day. I spent my day just scalping throughout the entire day, finding quick moves, quick opportunities. And like I said, those scalps all add up. So if you've got any questions, feel free to hit me up. You know, you can join our Discord. The Discord link is in our bio, in our description. And feel free to hit us up. You know, feel free to join our trading rooms. You know, we have a day trading room, swing trading room, and a Forex channel. You know, it does come with you can access it with a premium service, but you can check it out for a 3-day free pass. And if you love what you see, then you can subscribe and day trade with us every single day. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you had a great day as well, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.